every day and in every way. Enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.
Grief is a natural response to losing a loved one or experiencing significant life changes. People cope differently using strategies such as seeking support, practicing self-care, or joining support groups. Grieving individuals may also experience physical symptoms like fatigue, sleep disturbances, or changes in appetite which affect daily functioning. Emotional responses such as sadness, anger, guilt, or anxiety can be overwhelming for some individuals. Many communities lack formal support systems to help people navigate these difficult emotions effectively. Grief can have profound effects on family members, both emotionally and physically. When a loved one dies or experiences a major loss, family members don't just grieve individually, they often grieve collectively, which can create complex emotional dynamics. Today on your favorite Health TV talk show, The Physicians, we'll be discussing coping with grief and loss and how individuals can manage the emotional and physical challenges that come with it. Do stay tuned, we'll be right back. It's another day on your favorite Health TV talk show, The Physicians, where your health is our business. Today we'll be discussing coping with grief and loss. My name is Dr. Mimina Yusuf Kadri. Today my co-host is not here as my co-host, but is going to be the guest of the show. So my guest slash co-host is no other person than Dr. Martina Agberien. She's the medical director of the Nigerian Television Authority and, of course, the co-host of The Physicians.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. May. Yes, she has already done the introduction. My name is Dr. Martina Agberien. I always be a co-anchor, co-host, and today I'm actually on the hot seat.
Yes.
As a guest.
As a guest.
Thank you so much for that introduction.
You're welcome.
On grief and loss.
Coping with grief.
Coping with grief and loss.
What's your experience with grief and loss?
Dr. May, my experience with grief and loss is, first and foremost, it's more like when it happens, okay, it's like one goes into denial. It's a very painful experience, and it's something that is inevitable. It's going to come. Everyone is going to experience it at one point or the other. But oftentimes we think that when you are grieving, or grief is associated with the loss of a dear one, of a family or a friend. It's much more than that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can grieve because you have lost a friend. You can grieve because you have lost a pet. You can grieve because you've lost a relationship, a very treasured relationship, in courtship. You can also grieve when you have lost something that is precious to you. Yeah. So different things can actually make one grieve, right? And how do you manage and how do you cope with it? So talking about my experience on grieving, it had to do with when I lost my parents, okay? And as a medical professional, you can imagine how it is. You think that you'll be able to do everything possible, okay? You try your best, but God knows why it had to happen. And the worst situation is because you know the situation, the health condition, and you know that the person is going to go on the way out. So you're already prepared for that last breath that the person will take. So it's just anticipatory. And you know the signs that they are coming, the vitals are going down, the organs are shutting down, so you know. Then as a professional who is there, and you are also a professional, the person who is ill, who you are managing, and also to your siblings.
Exactly.
And the family members, everyone is looking up to you.
Did you feel overwhelmed? Because, you know, I like the angle you are taking. The fact that this is a loved one. This is my dad.
Yeah.
I know the diagnosis. I know the prognosis, which we call the outcome.
Yes.
It's not going to last more than the next 24 hours to be gone, because you've already seen the vitals.
Yeah.
And then you are giving that burden
Yeah.
to relate it with your siblings that,
yeah.
look, everybody come around.
Yes.
If you are doing anything, drop it. This
Yes.
is the last. How did it feel for you at that
so,
point?
So managing...
Because as a child, and as a sibling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the patient is okay. Somehow the confidence is there, because the patient, who is now your father or mother, knows that you are there and feel that nothing will happen. Okay?
Confident that
there's
their
still
doctor...
hope. Yes, there's still hope.
It's
Then you, as the daughter and the physician, you manage the emotions. You allay the anxiety. It's like the end stage, right? So you know what to say to them, express your love, your care, everything that you need to give. But the first thing that broke me, the very first time that broke me, was when we did the MRI, the CT scan.
And you saw the results.
We saw the result, and the consultant just said, Dr. Martina, all we have here, just give him a tender loving care. Those words hit. TLC, that is all that you need to do now. That thing hits because I didn't expect it. You know, there are times you are in denial.
Yeah.
So when it came from him that it's not TLC, I said, oh my goodness. So I took it up, okay? And I became stronger after a while. Then managing your siblings, because somehow they know. There's no way you look at me
and you don't know there's something.
And you think something is about to happen. So my siblings will always tell you, if you want any information about something that is going to happen, Dr. Martina is not the best person to ask. It has to do with health. Because you can't see anything on her expression. She will not see anything. You can't read anything until the last minute, okay? So when it happened with my dad, I was there at the last moment and everything. We managed. And when he was going, I just stood at the foot of the bed and I was just saying my prayers for him, that the thing should be silent, it should be painless. He should just go nicely and everything. When he was gone, because my siblings were outside, when he was gone, I told them, okay, let's wrap him up, did everything. Then I had to come and eat my elder brother. As he was coming, I said, you're going to calm down? I had to calm. I said, you're going to calm down? He's gone? Yeah, I said, you have to calm down. You had the first child, you had the first son rather. You have to calm down. He's gone. There's nothing you're going to do right now. He came in and was like, why did you have to go at this time? I said, just calm down. Our siblings are still outside. You have to manage yourself.
It's strong.
And lo and behold, the other ones, the younger ones, they saw from the window what was going on. It was in the street of GRA that they had to pick them. They ran in different directions. While they were busy running there, I was busy, I was focused on my father. Let's move him to the morgue. I ensured that everything was done properly.
No, would you say?
And I will continue.
Thank you. Why am I saying thank you? You are giving a perspective of
how to cope, how to manage the initial stage.
Yes, because the truth is that you are a human being.
Yeah.
Yes, you are a doctor, but we all know when you lose somebody, there's nothing like I'm a doctor. You will react the way other people will react.
Sure.
You will roll, you will shout, you will, you know.
But at that time, as a professional, you have to take charge.
You think it is every professional that can do that?
Dr. May, when you see some challenging things, you will be bold. That boldness just comes. It is after you are done that the reality sets in. So that is where the process of grieving comes in. Yeah, that's when the process of grieving actually comes in. Because the first stage is denial. Because we always say there are some 5 stages.
So will you say at that point when you were being strong for yourself, for your family members, you were in shock? Like, I know this is going to happen, but like, you know what? Let me do what I have to do.
Yes. That, you can actually say it's shock. But you need to manage the situation at that time. Because if you don't manage it at that time, if you break, many people are looking up to you. If you actually break down and you're not...
But you are human, even if they're looking up to you.
But that is where emotional intelligence comes in. You have to be smart. You have to know how to cope at that time.
Grief has no time. Grief doesn't know smartness.
So the first stage is denial. So like I got the first stage of denial then, like the bad news, when they told me it's time to just give him tender loving care.
Okay.
I was like, oh no.
So will you say between that time the test
I already
were done.
accepted it.
So you are saying, so
I
you are
already-
going through the stages of grief.
Exactly, I already accepted it.
So take us through the
Anger
stages
came
of
in.
grief.
So
Take us through the
coming to
stages
the
of
stage
grief.
of grief, the first stage is denial. You say, oh, no, this can't be happening to me. Exactly what I went through. No, you can't tell me that. Now, is there nothing we can do? That was what I was telling the consultant. At what stage? What can we do at this stage? I really didn't care the surgery that was going to be done. I wanted them to do everything to be able to save my father. You say, no, doctor, okay, you can see it now, understand where you're coming from. As a professional, understand the peer. So that was the initial denial. This can't be happening to me. Then you get to the stage of anger. Why is this happening? What did I not do? Why is this happening to me? No, it's not possible. It's not true. You see yourself. No, anger comes in. But after that stage of anger, you now get to bargaining. Okay, maybe if this is possible, make this happen, then I will do this. That you are now bargaining with your creator. Yeah. God, if you can just save him at this stage. Just save him at this stage, yes. Then I will do this. I will save you all the days of my life. I will make sure, in fact, when it had to do with my mom, that stage of bargaining came in because we had to take her out of the country. And when we realized that this was what was going to happen, the stage of bargaining came in. If you can just do this for my mom, we will do this in return. I was bargaining, you understand? If you can just save her, because at the end of the day when she passed, I said, Martina, because probably she was a bit plumpy, So I said, going forward, I must lose weight. I ensure I lose weight. Because so if I had it right, my mom had it right. I took it positively. After bargaining there, you now go into depression. Stage of depression. You say, you are so sad now that you can't even do anything. So that is when the depression comes in, like my father's own time. I didn't cry. I really didn't wail. It's good to cry, it's good to wail. There's no harm in it. It's a natural process. Everybody goes through it, okay? Yeah. So people will tell you if you want to cry, you understand?
Exactly.
So, but
at what time did you cry?
Oh my goodness, at what time did I cry? After I took him to the mortuary, everything was settled, checked him in, and I was very sure he was fine in the morgue. All my siblings, everyone was fine. And I sat in the house, everybody was saying, you are strong, Martina, well done, you are just thanking him and everything. I just sat in the sitting room there and the memories, everything just kept coming, yes. And that was when I broke out. I was wailing, I was crying.
I can imagine how
it was painful. It was painful because I didn't want him to go. It
would definitely be painful because now you are a daughter, you are a sibling, and now a professional is downing on you that I've just lost my dad. Yeah. Now you talked about denial, shock, you talked about anger, you talked about bargaining, sadness, depression. So what's the fifth stage?
So the fifth stage is actually acceptance.
Okay.
At acceptance, you are just at peace at what happened. You can't change the situation. It has happened. So you just accept it. And that is where you now have peace. You don't have peace until when the final burial, when you don't have a closure, okay? But the truth is that you don't have to go through all these stages
as it follows.
Okay. You can just break in. Some people don't even go through it. But if you go through these stages, it's okay. It helps your emotions, okay? Because the things that come with it, when people are crying, when they've lost something that is precious to them, and people tell them, don't cry, you are a man, you are this, don't cry. No. Allow the person to express the emotions because they help with the healing process. They help. And when you are bereaved, when people want to support you in different ways, don't say, no, you are okay. No, you are not okay.
So what are the things people should do when, to support somebody who is grieving? What should people help with the individual? How can the person help such a person?
Okay, so before we talk about how the support system, how it comes in, how about the symptoms? How do you know that somebody is grieving, the symptoms, the things that the person will express? Okay. You have both the emotional symptoms and also have the physical symptoms. The emotional symptoms include the shock and disbelief. Okay. Shock and disbelief. So when you see somebody who is grieving, the person is in shock. Oh no, is it possible? Is it really happening? That is one of the emotional symptoms. So you understand it. So all of us need to understand that. Then that sadness, there's this profound sadness that just comes. Because fear of the unknown. Suddenly fear of the unknown is there. Will I be able to cope? Will I be able to keep? Probably you've lost a husband and he's been the breadwinner. You're alone. You're not even working a source of income. You are just there. And you're looking at the children. You're looking at everybody. Exactly. How are you going to cope with this? Suddenly the whole world is crashing on you. Okay? So that is it. Another one is the guilt. You begin to feel guilty. These are also emotional symptoms. Oh, maybe if I had done this, the person would have survived. Right. Or is it my fault that I didn't do this? Or maybe he was trying to talk to me. I didn't listen to the person. You begin to feel guilt. Then fear of the unknown also comes in again. Fear of the unknown also comes in again. Then anger. You can get all these are emotional that symptoms. Anger that you express. Oh, why is this happening? Like for instance, in our nation, a lot of things are happening in the country. People are going through a lot of challenges. Like I said, it's not only when you've lost a loved one that you are grieving. Things that you are seeing in your environment can actually make you grieve. Exactly. You are actually angry.
Even social media.
Social media.
Things are happening.
We even say for social media, when you are grieving, you need to probably lock your space.
Yeah. Social media detox. Yeah.
Exactly. Lock the space on social media. Because if you take your grieving to social media, some people will be able to understand you, but not everybody will understand you. Right. Some may even put things that will even make you feel sad the more. So you probably just lock your space on social media to close people and heal. Yeah. Okay, so that's some of the emotional one, apart from the anger. Then talking about the physical one. The physical symptoms include nausea, you're feeling fatigued, suddenly you're just tired unnecessarily, your immunity is lowered. Okay, for some people, they begin to lose weight, but some people snack on a lot of things. So you can either be losing weight or you'll be adding weight. Then aches and pains, you're sleeping, you're not even sleeping well, you feel pains and everything there. And of course, insomnia, lack of sleep also comes in. Yeah. So now talking about your care, the emotional support. So taking care of yourself is very important when you are grieving, because whether you like it or not, life must go on. So when you are grieving, it's important that you care for yourself and accept what has happened. Is a reality.
Is there time?
No, there's no time
to grieve.
No. It's just a process. There's no time to. So there's no ascribed time that within 3 years or 4 years or 5 years.
So the statement that time heals, is it wrong? Is it a myth or a fact?
I would say it's a myth. Time really does not heal, because when it heals, no, it doesn't heal. You know what happens? Because there are times that you remember the same people, the thing that has brought that grief to you. For instance, my father died over 25 years ago. My younger brother died about 10 years right now, okay? So once in a while, it just comes and you just find yourself going back to that thing and say, oh, if only he did not go. You just find yourself crying. That sometimes you watch something on social media, like this one that is happening now. There's this young girl that does this thing on social media, on Instagram. She goes to sing praises. Maybe the children will ask the person to go and do praises for the person. Your birthday, the person will just come unexpectedly and begin to say things about you
and praise you.
There was one that I watched some weeks ago. As soon as I opened it, instead of me to be too happy, I started crying. Why was I crying? Yes, I took it back to my mom. I just felt if only my mom was alive, these are the kind of things would have done for her. If only she just stayed a bit longer. I was just crying. I said to my younger sister, I said, look at this. I said, I'm actually tearing right now. She said, hey, mom and sister, I understand. These things happen once in a while. Because you just begin to wonder, why are all these things happening, okay? So allow the people to grieve, allow them to mourn. It's an emotional process. Then another one thing, then you have to face your feelings, okay? Face them. Then if the anniversary is coming, let's say the person's birthday is coming, anniversaries are coming, prepare for it. Because on that particular day, you also remember some good things. Exactly. Because the memories of the person will always continue to linger. So also prepare for it. So it's good not to stay alone. Because I'm praying for it, you go and meet friends and family. So you share the days with them. So that is actually very important. Then express your feelings, the way you are feeling. You need to also express it. Then trying to maintain your life balance, okay?
So what role does cultural and religious practice, how does it influence our coping mechanism in time of grief?
Yes. Initially, let me tell you something. When it happens, at that point of guilt or so many things, you'll be able to say, after I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, why did it have to happen? Even after I have prayed all this while,
I'm not interject. Let me tell you a story. A man just lost his daughter, and I was asked to go and help him. The psychological debriefing for the wife and the husband. And the man told me, said, Dr. May, you know I'm a pastor, so I'm all right. I said, because you are a pastor, that's why you sit down with me here to have this discussion. And he resisted. He said it's his wife. I should see the wife, because the wife was everywhere, crying, rolling up and down. He said, this madam is fine. But you, that you are doing strong and doing agidi like this, is you I'm here to see. And when he eventually sat down,
he broke down.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is. So for the religious, you really say, I've been praying all this while and it still happened.
Yeah.
Okay? But when it comes to healing, these are the support mechanisms that you have. You just hold, there's no word in the scripture that does not speak to every situation. Okay? Hold on to that word, because we know that death is inevitable. It comes. Right. But ability to be able to cope with it matters. So your religious friends, your members in the association, in the church groups that you belong to, they will rally around you. They will sit with you, because you know it's a grieving process, and you need all the support. Okay, so you're not like just an island. Okay, then the prayers. You know, prayers are very uplifting, especially healing too. So they also support you. For the communities, the women do it very well. In communities, the women do it. The
schedule time and sit with you, help you with children.
Yes, so that at every point in time, there's always somebody with you in the community. Then even your siblings, the relations, then they also take time. Some people sleep in the house because they know that they need all that support.
So Dr. Martina, you mentioned when your dad and your mom died. Were you working at that time?
I was working. I was still working.
What role should employers play in helping their employees manage grief?
Okay, so
because they know you will have told them your dad died.
Yes. So the role they should play, supportive, okay, because they know you can't really function at that time in the office. Any employer whose staff has lost somebody and you expect the person to function maximally, you're just telling yourself a lie. It's not going to work. Because that person will not be effective.
But most of the things we have in our system is that they give you compassionate leave.
Is
that enough? That's my question.
No, compassionate leave, so for a period of time. Okay. They'll give you a period of time, the initial stage, when you have to go through some of these stages that we talked about. Then the support from your workplace is also important. Some people will come, maybe after work they will come visiting. Even the team can even send a group. The management can send a group to come and visit you at home.
Is there a role for counseling? Is there a role for employers to have like a counseling? It may not be in-house.
Of course,
that can be supporting.
Dr. May, it is very, very important that all organizations have people, like specialists like you, in their system that can talk to patients, staff, when there's a challenge. Like I said, grieving is not all about being bereaved. A lot of things can happen in the office. Even there's a fire outbreak. There's a fire outbreak.
Even you are not giving promotion.
Yes.
When it's supposed to be promoted.
Exactly. So these are the things that can make you. So it's important that they have people, psychologists, psychotherapists that can talk to the members of staff, because a lot of people are going through challenges. So these are all the things that we need to do: support from the place of work, support from the family, support from your community, support from the religious groups.
Before I let you go, I want you to speak to our audience. What are those last words when it comes to coping with grief and loss?
Okay, so coping with grief and loss, we all know that grieving is a natural process. You're expressing your emotions, you are expressing exactly how you feel. You have no control, okay? So what I want to say is that everyone will go through this process in one way or the other. Either the death of a spouse, the death of a child, the death of a pet, a loved one, you've lost a relationship. These things will happen. But ability to cope with them is what matters. Know that there's always life after grieving. You need to be self-aware. You need to take care of yourself. When you're grieving, when you want to cry, you can. It's good to cry. You can cry because it helps the healing process. And if you are there to support somebody who is grieving, try as much as possible. Don't say, don't cry, don't cry. No. Allow the person cry. You can even give a tissue. You can give a hanky. And allow the person to express the emotions so the person can heal properly. Therefore, support system, please try as much as possible to support anyone whom you have found that is in that position of grieving. Don't say be a man, be a macho. No, no, no. There's nothing like being macho or being a man in this one. Everybody needs help, needs that support.
Thank you so much, Dr. Martina Agberien. It's an honor having you here as our guest talking on coping and grieving. To our viewers, you heard it all on about coping with grief and loss. It's a natural process, can happen to anyone. And when you find yourself in that situation, express yourself. Most importantly, seek for help, seek for support, and get the help that you need. Be kind to follow us on all our various social media platforms, and if you want to be a guest like how Dr. Martina became my guest today, please go to our website, fill the form, and you'll be right here. My name is Dr. Memuna Yusuf Kadri. Until next time, remain blessed.
Every day and in every way, enjoy that I find support. No matter the role you play, nutrient pack supplement for you and me. In your body, that I fight you.
Darvite nutritional supplement is loaded with essential multivitamins, minerals, and natural ingredients that helps you to be at your best. Darvite from LB Pharma. Darvite, love yourself.